remind everybody we're at Game Changers. We're down here every Monday night. We get started right around 7:30. No, 7 o'clock we start. We had some technical difficulties. Sorry, we're getting a little bit late. Joe showed up. That was our technical difficulty. So we got that handled now. Before I introduce my guest here, because we got a special guest in the house tonight.
That's right.
And I'm telling you, you know, he came over here just to see me. I know that. And he plays. He's out there on tour with the Harlem Globetrotters.
That's right, man.
He's off break right now. Big hand for Mike Richmond over in the corner. Yeah. I appreciate him coming down. He's a 7-footer, as I say. No, you're gonna get mad at him. He was drafted by the Dallas Mavericks, went to Europe, played. Now he's touring with the Harlem Globetrotters. He happens to be the little brother of Joe Richmond over here. Yeah. So
the original.
Yeah, Joe wants to claim that, you know, he was a Harlem Globetrotter too. And I'll introduce him in a minute. Switched ends on me because he didn't want to be third anymore. He got to be first over there. And over on the end, and to bring you the truth, is the Rev.
Oh man, first, but we'll take it.
Hey Rev, let's talk real quick if we can. You know, outside of the purple shirt you're wearing, what's the truth about tonight?
Oh, the truth is going to be awesome tonight. We're going to talk about NBA playoffs. We're going to talk about how the league has evolved into being soft, sensitive, and ugly basketball, personally. And my shirt is lavender. Thank you very much.
Lavender. I thought he was going to say how the league became sissies. He said sensitive, though. Okay, I'll go with that.
That is that.
Correct.
And of course, my guy sitting here bringing you the solid stats, brought to you by AG. His man Dorian Bell.
Give it up for my main man AG.
All right.
He does a hard job on solid stats, and make sure that we got our stats for the show. Give it up for AG. Always good. And I'm definitely going with the Michigan look this week. We're going to do it a little bit more relaxed. And let's go blue, baby, all day long.
Yeah, you got another Michigan fan in here, too, tonight.
Hey, yo, where you at? Here we go.
Get in there, get your shot in.
Let me see your hat.
Yeah.
Bring your hat in.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen. Check out my man hat.
Here's the new hat.
Let's go blue, man. Bring it in, live up. Listen. What's your name?
Y'all know what it is.
What's your name?
Y'all know what it is.
Hey, tell everybody out there in the land, what's your name?
My name's Fish, man, and that's the new anthem.
That's the new. Let's go blue, man. Go ahead.
Go blue!
Let's go blue, baby.
Buckeyes, baby, Buckeyes!
Only at Game Changers.
Yeah.
Game Changers. Where's security at?
Don't call security. I'm going to handle that. Don't call security.
Yeah, he had a USMC shirt on there. I don't know about him and any of that.
Hey, don't call security. I got that.
Go call.
And of course, and maybe AG next week will supply you a computer too.
Like I told you, Tim, I got my computer the same place I got your suit.
Yeah, all right. Well, let me turn the tables over
Harris
here.
Allen.
Yes, sir.
3006. 3000. 3000. That's all the soft guys were in 3000.
Formerly of the Harlem Globetrotters, put your hands together for Joe Richmond.
Only at Game Changers, baby. Only at Game Changers. Yeah. Every Monday night.
I'm telling you.
Sports fans.
But before
we ate the 3000 series for breakfast.
Hey, Rev, we got a show we're doing here. You know, we gonna talk to the fans here in a minute. But I gotta get Joe. Now you gotta be quiet because I want Joe to get this message out there. Basketball clinics on Saturday, Joe.
Every Saturday, Brookside Community Center, Route 4, Route 7. 11 to 12:30, you're going to see the Rev out there doing some great things. My man Mark Richardson for Goodfellows. Man, come on out.
Get up.
Oh, man, we have some great sponsors. Leap of Faith Church sponsors, Optimum Health sponsors. We have some great people that want to see the kids in the community. Hey, nobody's going to take care of our kids but us. Stop depending on someone else. We got to do it in our own communities, and it starts here. Sports fans, every Saturday, come on out, Brookside Community.
Yeah, you got some more news coming up with the 87ers and doing some clinics with them as well.
Sir.
And we'll be talking about that. Let me introduce myself. I'm Tim Qualls. I'm going to start wearing a referee shirt and a whistle and black flags and everything. I got to get one of those.
Toss the flag.
Rocks in it so I can hit him. I mean, throw it across there and hit him. But we got a great show for you. Got a lot of things going on down here when we talk about sports fans, because it's all about the fans. And we talk about sports, but it's all about the fans. It's all in good fun nature, as Rev was showing you with getting choked by one of the fans.
He couldn't get his hand around his neck. This side 19, baby.
But it's all about fun and everything. But right now, we're in the middle of NBA championship series going on right now. You know, getting ready. You know, playoffs coming in, and there's some turning in some good series right now. I mean, you got a lot of things happening out there. LeBron James is setting it on fire, of course.
Overrated.
I just did that for him.
And you know what? I heard somebody say Derek Jeter overrated. I couldn't believe that.
Derek Jeter.
That's what I said on the radio this morning. Overrated. I could not believe it.
No, not Jeter.
That's what I thought.
Let's talk about NBA.
Woo.
Let's jump right in it. So, I mean, what a game last night. Golden State and those San Antonio Spurs. Kawhi Leonard went down with an ankle injury. They said that it happened on purpose. Come on, man. You know, I don't know what the league is talking about. Everybody excited about that. But clearly he couldn't have done it on purpose. Maybe his reputation has been like, you know, he's a dirty player in the past. So no matter what, maybe they need a storyline. But the bottom line is the Spurs are tough. It's going to be a tough team to beat. But I think if Golden State plays at their full potential, there's no way that Golden State should lose this series. But again, going against Coach Pop, I seen that game. I thought it was incredible. What you say? Durant had 4 points until
before Kawhi got hurt. After he got hurt, he went on a tear. I just believe that Golden State is set for a different way. And the Cleveland Cavaliers showed you last year how to beat them. You got to bump them. You got to put pressure on them. You got to push them off the three-point line, make them do something differently. Before Kawhi, them guys know Kawhi from the Olympics. They know his defense. Yeah. That's why he was able to stick Durant, because Pop was there and he saw it because he's seen the practices. So that's why he was able to just boggle them down. But I'm trying to tell you, that team that Pop has, you talking about all players. So he has a team where Golden State has stars. And you didn't hear nothing from Draymond Green. You didn't hear nothing from Klay Thompson. You heard nothing from until Kawhi went down, because he's a quiet assassin. I give you a story. When I went to the NBA All-Star game in New Orleans this year, Kawhi Leonard was walking down the street by himself. Yeah. Nobody knew he was. No entourage, no nothing. Here's this 6'8", 6'9" guy walking with his cornrows.
Could have been your brother walking.
And nobody approached him. Nobody did nothing. And because he's not out there being belligerent, being arrogant, being the way, you know, those other guys are, he doesn't get the recognition that he does. But last night shows that this guy is the real deal. And if he comes back healthy, I'm not a fan of...
The problem that we're running into is, will he come back?
Yeah,
and when he does come back, is he going to be healthy? Can he sustain? And then listen, Golden State Warriors, that's a sleeping giant. You know, we could say these things that, you know, but can you do that through a 7-game series? You know, in 4 more games, will these guys not show up? I think they will show up. I think Golden State Warriors overall is just a better team as far as talent is concerned.
I think San Antonio Spurs is a better coach team than and coaching wins tournaments. That's way, you know.
Yeah, I mean, coaching can go so far. I mean, but when you talk about this level of talent that Golden State brings to the table, I don't know, man. Honestly, Kevin Durant, can Kawhi Leonard, can he stop him for 2 games? 2 games? I don't think so. I think that stars figure out a way to rise to the top. I don't think they'll rise to the top.
Golden State was rusty. They came out the first half, had problems. Second half, they took over. With Leonard, no Leonard, doesn't matter. Golden State would have won that game.
Golden State is a tough team. Tough team.
Y'all like Pop. Y'all like Pops a lot.
You're right.
Pop's okay.
It was down 23.
They still came back there.
And when they did come back, they had an 11-0 run. Right. And they still came back and beat them and took them back to 23. Yeah. Before Kawhi got hurt. So they shot their low. That was right in the 3rd quarter before he got hurt. You talk about in a 4-minute span. Yeah. So they came out at halftime, which you expected them to do.
It wouldn't have mattered.
And they still. It's easy to say after they win, but it would.
Yeah, I mean, we can say we don't. You know, the funny thing about NBA basketball, we don't know. You know, I mean, it's always an if. At the end of the day, you know, there's no excuses. When you're out there on the court, we're all professionals. Everybody's out there in NBA. They all put on a uniform. You got to figure out a way to win the game.
I'll be honest with you. You up by 20-something points.
That's what I was gonna say.
I don't care. They did take your best player away. You still should win that game.
Say you got spotted 23 points or 24 points.
Come on now. They ain't no 20.
You should win the game.
That one player won't make up for 23, 24 points and a half, or he shouldn't. They were just a better team in Golden State.
Okay, so why wasn't the same onus on it when LeBron did it?
What do you mean?
When he was down 25, LeBron brought that team back from 25.
Oh, well, that's different because he's a LeBron hater. So you can't say that. He don't like LeBron.
LeBron
He's a LeBron hater. You can't say that.
First of all, I like LeBron.
Yeah, he don't like
First of all, I like LeBron.
You can't say that because
Second, I ain't say nothing about LeBron and them come back or nothing.
No.
He's just overrated.
He's just overrated.
When he did it, it was that one player makes a difference. Now Kawhi goes out. Now they say one player shouldn't make a difference. You can't have it both ways.
Because I ain't say one player didn't make a difference.
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying people
I'm saying that he make 24 points and a half difference. Your team should be able to hold on to a 20. That's like you taking a team and saying, listen. And matter of fact, it was less than a half. It was halfway through the third quarter. So that's like taking a quarter and a half and saying we're gonna take your best player away, but we're gonna put you up by 24 points, and you should be able to hold that lead.
No,
especially if you got a great coach.
But you still got 2 former MVPs on that team. 2 former MVPs.
They were there when they were down 24.
But my point is, you already hamstringed by not having Tony Parker. So Kawhi Leonard was your point forward at that as well. So now you not only take away your best defensive player, one of your best offensive players, but you also take away the person that can settle the team down by handling the ball. When he's gone, now they like, yo, they trapping all over the place. So the other guys could not stand up because they wasn't prepared for that.
But that's why you got such a great coach. Your great coach should allow you to hold on to a 24 point lead.
And he'll make the adjustments. He'll make the adjustments.
Well, he should have made the adjustment that night.
It showed when he did it against James Harden, right? When Kawhi Leonard got hurt, they came and won the game. He came next game, they came and made the adjustment, and they won.
All I'm saying is sometimes we say people are great, but then when they put in a position to be great, they don't come up great. It tells me you're not great.
Well, I mean, James Harden. James Harden had a big opportunity. I like James Harden, but I told you from the beginning of the year, kid doesn't play any defense. And it's hard for me to get behind any NBA superstar if they don't put effort on the defensive end. And I think if James Harden developed his game on the defensive end, Houston's a different team.
Yeah, well, it don't hurt either. It don't help either when you're going out clubbing and partying the night before one of the biggest games of your career.
But that's that whole group of players.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's in the West. Tonight.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, to sum all that up though, at the end of the day, they're all professional basketball players. And I think as talent to talent, no matter how great Pop is, it's going to be a difficult time to try to adjust to a team that can kill you in so many different ways. And I think Golden State just overall is just a little bit more talented.
You can't beat them up by 24. It's going
to be tough. And they had a good opportunity to steal that one game. But we'll see in that series. Hey, you can't sleep on San Antonio.
It's going to be a good series. I can tell you that.
At the end of the day, they were home. You expected winning home. You want to try to steal one while you're on the road, but you let
them go up at 23 in San Antonio, and they ain't coming back. I can tell you that.
What y'all think about over in the East, man? We got Boston and Washington. How about Washington? What y'all think? Boston and Washington. Big game. Who you taking this game?
Boston.
Yeah? You think Boston win this game?
Boston.
I like the Wizards.
Who you like in this game?
I took the Wizards in the beginning.
You took the Wizards in the beginning. Listen, I said it before. I think Boston grows up in this series.
Who's the best player in that series?
John Wall's definitely the best player. Isaiah Thomas is right there with him.
the best player in the series.
But I mean, Wall is unconscious, man. He's got ice water in his veins. So smooth, man, out there on the court. He's a true baller. And you're just watching his game develop. One thing about Wall, he's like the opposite of your boy Harden. He shows up in the big games.
Yes, he did.
And during the regular season, he kind of just coasts and get all the way through. And I'd rather have a guy that show up in the big games like that when they count and when they mean something. And I'm not saying that Harden is not a great player. No misunderstandings. But when they start talking about MVP, I don't know how you can put a guy in that category
with no defense.
I'm from the bad boy era. I'm from a Michigan guy. Detroit, you got to play defense in my book.
Tell me a player in the NBA that plays defense.
Well, LeBron plays defense. Kawhi Leonard plays defense. But in this day and age,
how you gonna bring up LeBron James? I'm saying another war. What I'm saying is the whole league doesn't play D.
The league is different. The league is completely collectively. The league is a different league, man. And I was talking to somebody earlier, and it was like, we love the nostalgia of the game, right? We had an opportunity to see both types of basketball, but when you hear these old timers, and we don't call them old timers in our era, but the way the game was played, it was just a different era. We were kids when we were watching Jordan, right? And we was watching these guys, so it's a different ball game. I think overall, it's hard to compare who was the better players then or now, just because the game is completely different. Can the bad boys still be successful now? I don't think so, because the referees won't allow it. Can those guys be successful in that game? I'm not sure, because the league was a little bit tougher. So it's hard to compete. But this brand of basketball, it's almost like getting behind the European league, European-style basketball. I mean, that's just my opinion on that.
But it's not hard to figure out.
Who's the better players?
You can't take these guys now and put them on against 80s, 90s. You just couldn't do it.
Yeah,
they don't have the skill. They don't have the heart.
It'll be tough.
They don't have the desire.
It's no different than
too
any
much money
other
involved, I think.
It's no different than any other sport. I mean, it changes with time. Football. I mean, you can't take a guy. There's a few players you can take back from the 60s, 70s, and throw in today's game.
Yeah.
But the majority of them you can't do. I mean,
game is different.
Yeah, a whole different game.
Too much money involved.
Well, basketball is a different dynamic, because if you start at the youth part of it, that's where the transition is. Because when we grew up in the playgrounds. We grew up in the sweaty gyms. These kids are now playing in multi-million-dollar sports complexes where when they're halftime, they're going to get a latte. And they can get a Gatorade. But we used to have to go to somebody's house and drink out of the hose.
Yeah, the water hose.
You went to the corner store and bought some juice. So they don't have that.
And that water hose water was good.
You know what I mean? They got full uniforms.
They're a whole soft.
And then on top of that, the youth circuit this day and age makes them friendly.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Now they know each other.
I don't blame, and I don't blame the kids. I don't blame them now. I blame us. I blame the generation before that actually allowed that to happen, you know, and actually give it acceptable and give value to certain things. And I think we've done that to the youth. I think we've done that to the kids. I think it's this generation's fault that these kids are playing the way.
I know you got some more things you want to say. We got a lot of more things to say, but we got to take our first commercial break here.
Don't forget to thank our sponsors.
And we want to thank the Game Changers, first of all, for letting us do this every Monday night, 7 o'clock. Also want to thank the Auto Team Delaware for letting us come, you know, and throwing the money our way so we can do this.
Appreciate it.
And you got Kia, you got Cadillac, you got all of it down there in Pennsylvania.
Right there, man.
You dying to say something.
No doubt.
I love Auto Team. I went down there. I go see Dorian, man. I see him go to work down there, and it's just first class.
Yeah, it's just top notch and everything. And when we come back, I'm gonna try to get Big Mike out here. Just say a few words, give his opinion.
Big Mike gonna get dunked on.
Big Mike. Oh, you other guys been playing on playgrounds. This man was on the real court at one time. We're gonna talk a little bit about that and a lot more. You want to stay with us when we come back for more
Sports Fans. Sports fans, I'm down here at Kia Wilmington talking to my main man, Larry Price. Larry, good to see you, man.
Good. How are you today?
Good, man. I can't complain. Listen, I want to talk a little bit about Kia, talk a little bit about the product and where you guys came from, man. I remember at one point, people talk about Kia, they didn't necessarily want to buy one. Tell me some of the things that changed.
Well, Kia's been a long journey. Starting back in 1994, when we only had the Sportage and the Sophia. It was a car in the market that really everybody felt was a little cheap. But today, I tell you what, we can compete on every market segment of every vehicle car, all the way up to the Cadenza, the K900, which can compete with a BMW 7 Series.
These cars look good.
Also, you have the Sedona for the van person. You have a Sportage, which is in the middle of the SUV. And then, of course, we have our Sorento with a third row seat. V6, we have a 4-cylinder with gasoline direct injection. All of these vehicles will get you good gas mileage, up to 30 miles a gallon.
Nice. Kia has one of the longest warranty in the industry. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, our warranty is the best. It pretty much doubles everybody with the exception of Hyundai, which is a cousin.
Okay.
Now, that warranty gives you 5 years, 60,000 miles compared to everybody's 3-year 36.
Wow.
5 year 60 comprehensive, bumper to bumper. Plus, you get the 10-year, 100,000 miles engine and powertrain. That gives you a very long time while you're paying for your car to be covered with no hassles.
Hey man, that's awesome stuff. You guys got a good reputation. I talk about you all the time on Sports Fans. Give me an idea of what a customer can expect when he comes in to see you.
Well, I've got to say, I've been here since they opened this Kia store in 2009. I want to say that one of the things that we do here in Kia Wilmington is we do everything that we do for our Cadillac store and our Subaru store. What we'll do for the busy customer who has to get service, we'll give them a loaner car.
Nice.
And if you have a major problem, we'll do a drop-off and pickup. Not to mention, we try to treat everybody here like they're at home. We have a nice waiting area. We try to give you complimentary drinks.
Where are we located again?
1606 Pennsylvania Avenue.
1606 Pennsylvania Avenue. Come see my man Larry Price at Kia Wilmington. Sports Fans.
Game Changers, located on Route 40 in Newark in Elizabeth Plaza, is one of the only crab houses in the area. Now with a brand new patio for outside dining for many seafood dishes, featuring the best crab cakes in town, to shrimp, clams, oysters, crabs, you name it. Happy hours from 11 to 6 with a $5 menu. And you can get $1 colossal shrimp, $1 fried oysters, and all-you-can-eat crabs all day, every day. Plus, Bud and Corona Lake draft specials all day long. Game Changers. Come down and see us.
Sports fans, what's up? I told you I was coming down here to Delaware Subaru. I came down and I met my main man, Dave Stanton.
What's up, Dorian? How you doing?
How you doing, man?
Excellent.
Listen, I see why you guys are rated #1.
Thank you, man.
I came down here, you guys treated me like family. I appreciate that.
Well, that's what we want to do. We want everybody to feel like family, and we want to send them home in a great car.
What kind of models do you guys offer down here?
We got the Impreza, which is our small sedan, also in a 5-door.
Nice.
We got our Crosstrek, which is our small crossover. Then we have our Legacy sedan, Outback. Everybody knows about the Outback. You also have the Forester, which is our bigger SUV. And then the WRX, our sports car. Now, the really cool thing is every car is standard all-wheel drive.
All-wheel drive. Now, what do you mean by all-wheel drive?
So all-wheel drive means every wheel has power going to it. And that's different than a lot of other manufacturers' all-wheel drive. Their all-wheel drive is reactionary. So something has to slip before it works. Where ours, it's already on. All power going to all 4 wheels.
That's incredible. So I guess in harsh weather conditions or something like that, all-wheel drive will probably be amazing.
Absolutely. It also reacts faster. So that split second might be the difference between you getting out of the way or hitting something.
You guys got a very good reputation. What separates you from these other Subaru dealerships that's close and nearby?
Well, one of the main things is our service department. We got a top-rated service department, and also our customer service satisfaction ratings are very high in sales, actually #1 in the area. And I get a lot of my people from service come over and buy cars just because of how great our service department is. We offer loaner cars.
Nice.
So if you buy your car here, you need a loaner car, but give it one.
When you guys are done with those loaner cars, what do you do with them?
So that's a great thing. We have a certified pre-owned vehicle, okay? Here's one right here, the Forester.
Okay.
So basically low mile,
okay.
This one's a 2016, so late model, and it comes with a 7-year, 100,000 mile warranty. It's been through a 152-point inspection, and also roadside assistance that whole time.
That's awesome, man. Listen, come down and see my guy, Dave Stanton, over here at Delaware Subaru. It's been fun, man, hanging out with you. I can appreciate that. Listen, 1717 Pennsylvania Avenue. Sports fans! Sports fans! What up?
We back, man. We got my main man, Big Mike, on the set. Big Mike, give it up for him.
Yeah!
Man, you've been traveling, man. I've seen you all over on tour. I seen you was in my city, Detroit. I seen you at the Palace of Auburn Hills. You've been all over, man. Welcome back, man. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yo, how is it, man? I know you enjoyed it.
It's awesome, man. You know, I mean, it's so funny. When I was talking to my brother when he did it for 5 years, there's a lot of stuff that you can't explain.
Right.
You just have to be in that circle.
Gotta do it.
And man, it's a mean circle.
It's a mean circle.
But it's awesome.
Awesome, man. Congratulations,
Very
man.
awesome.
It's gotta be nice, man. Now, let me ask you, are you guys actually beating the Harlem Globetrotters or not?
They're not allowed to be.
Listen, man.
Can you beat
when we step on the court,
are you competitive?
we there to win every game. I could care less about the Globetrotters. Even though I got their stuff on right now, I'm there to beat them every time we step on the court.
How many technical fouls you got so far?
Oh, I got none. I can't get no technical foul. Can't get no technical foul. They might check me out of the game.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome, man. Good stuff, man.
Yeah, your wife ain't taking them fines. Oh, no.
Yeah. So, look, we was up here. We talking. Good to have you back on the show. I'm glad you can join the discussion. We were talking about who's the top 10 point guards drafted. Now, according to ESPN.com, I know we can say that on Sports Fans. We're going to say it anyway. They said Magic Johnson.
They might charge us for that.
Magic Johnson was the #1 guard drafted out of Michigan State. And I'm going to go through this, and we can argue or disagree. I think Magic's up there, and they're basing that on 5 championships that he got. His career stats is 19.5, 7 rebounds per game, and 11 assists, and he shot 52% from field goal range. When you think about those stats and that stat line, that's an incredible stat line. They got #2, Oscar Robertson. Now Oscar Robinson, his record was just broken by Westbrook, right?
Yep.
Was it tied or was it broke? It was actually broken.
Yep.
But do we actually really know how many
He could have more than that.
triple doubles that he actually had? And I don't think we could. He had MVP honors. He was a 12-time All-Star, 11-time All-NBA selection, Rookie of the Year. I guess he won championship, but he averaged 25 points a game, 7 rebounds per game, and 9.5 assists a game, Oscar Robertson. Do you agree with those top two, Magic and Oscar? Will you put Oscar over Magic?
I'm going Big O number one.
You think Big O number one? What you think?
I'm going to have to go with Magic.
You got to go with Magic in that top 10?
You can't lose. You toss them up, whoever dropped first, that's what I'll take.
Yeah.
You can't lose with either one.
What do you think about this one? Now, I personally thought Stockton was really, really good, but to put him over some of these players, they put John Stockton at number 3. John Stockton didn't have a championship, but 10-time All-Star, 11 NBA selection, 5-time All-Defensive selection, and of course in the Hall of Fame, averaging 13 points, 10 assists per game, and 2 steals per game. What do you think about John Stockton being number 3?
They can stop that nonsense.
Yeah. No, what do you think?
They can stop that nonsense.
Stockton
right
was a beast.
Let me tell you, he was all-time steal and assist, right? But at the end of the day, he carried along with Malone, Utah. I feel like, but at number 3, no. I put him maybe at 7, 9, somewhere around.
Look who they got number 4.
Who they got number 4?
So they put Steph Curry again.
They can stop playing.
This is not sports fans.
They can stop playing.
We can start talking about.
They can stop playing.
They been in the league long enough.
We can talk about the Belmont State.
Yeah, they don't know what they're talking about.
And I don't know how you put Steph Curry or John Stockton over Zeke, Isaiah Thomas from the Detroit Pistons. I don't even know how that's even possible.
Because one thing, I can't say what I want to say, but certain other sports outlets are founded and grounded by certain other monies and politics.
Right.
So they want to blackball who they want to blackball. They want to blacklist who they want to blacklist. They did it with the Olympics, the whole 9. Isaiah, pound for pound.
Yeah, one of the greatest, had the biggest heart.
Bottom line, top 5 point guard all
top
time.
5 all time.
Yeah, I tell you.
They put Chris Paul in there.
Yeah, I don't know how you put Chris Paul in there.
You might as well put Allen Iverson.
I'll put Westbrook in there.
Yeah. And then
Allen Iverson been to more championships than Chris Paul.
I think you got to put Allen Iverson. I think you got to put Allen Iverson.
Especially after what he did to LA.
Iverson,
2 guards. That's probably why.
Okay, Steve Nash. As far now, we can't argue. We can't argue with some of his stats.
Yeah, he could be top 10
MVP.
Steve Nash was incredible. Steve Nash. Yeah, definitely Steve Nash over Chris Paul.
He's top 10.
He kind of changed the game.
He might be like number 10 though.
Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd was a solid point guard. I don't know how you put him in top 10.
I put Jason Kidd.
He's in the top
10, 9.
But you said earlier, who did they not put in there? We talked about
the one, the only.
Yeah.
Tiny Nate.
The great Tiny Archibald.
How you gonna have Tiny in there? Tiny at least 6, 7 at least.
What about
maybe 8?
What about
Case?
Mark Price? I don't know if they put him in the top 10. Walt Frazier. What do you think about Walt Frazier?
Walt Frazier at least.
Ride the glide.
7, 8.
Yeah, it says.
Now let me ask you: is this just a nostalgia pick, or do you got to say Bob Cousy? Is Bob Cousy?
Bob Cousy was a monster.
Yeah.
Bob Cousy was a monster.
Yeah.
How many championships?
Well, Bob Cousy got 6 NBA championships.
Bob Cousy
He averaged 18 points a game. You know what I like about this? He averaged 18 points a game before the 3-point shot. You know, they didn't have a 3-point shot then.
Oh no.
Bob Cousy was a monster.
So talk about that, man. Who you put in the top 10? Who do you say they didn't discuss or who they didn't put in there? And
Tiny should have been there.
Yeah.
Tiny Archibald.
You can take Curry out.
Yeah.
You can take.
I don't know how you put Curry in there yet.
Yeah,
I don't
take
think it's
Curry
his body
out.
of work.
He hasn't even put 10 years in the league.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Take Curry out.
Young.
He hasn't put 10 years in the league.
Well, what about some of the point guards that was playing back? Some of the point guards that was playing back in Isaiah. You know, when those guys were playing Isaiah and
Doc Rivers.
Doc Rivers was all right, but I don't know if you put him in the top 10 as far as point guards.
At that generation, you could that time.
Yeah, he was on fire.
Doc was a monster.
Remember DJ over there for the Celtics, and he was a great point guard. Dennis Johnson was a great point
Alvin
guard.
Robinson was a great point guard.
Something happened. Yeah, I was going to say something happened to Dennis Johnson when he left Seattle and went to Boston.
Yeah.
Something happened to him. Yeah. But when he was in Seattle, he was as good as anybody.
Oh, come on, Gus Williams.
Yeah, he was good. Okay.
Gus Williams, Seattle Supersonics.
Gary Payton.
Gary Payton.
They love.
That's the good.
How do you got,
baby.
how do you got Steph Curry over Gary Payton?
Steph Curry.
How?
Come on now, stop playing.
How?
Did Gary Payton win a championship?
Yes.
No.
With the Heat.
With the Heat.
Oh, yeah, okay, he did win a
Yes,
championship.
he got one with the Heat.
We're going to switch
He
gears.
played in LA too.
Yeah.
Hold on.
But he
Let
didn't
me
win
ask
in
you
LA.
this.
Detroit beat him in that series.
Does Tim Hardaway get in there?
Oh, crossover. Tim,
You know what?
yeah.
Does Tim Hardaway get in there?
Hall of Fame.
How about that team though? Well, Ron TMC, Tim Hardaway, Rich Mitchman,
yes,
Chris Mullin,
yes,
Latrell Sprewell.
Chris Mullin, who was better than LeBron James, by the way. He ate LeBron James up.
Chris Mullin couldn't guard LeBron James, man. He couldn't get out.
LeBron James couldn't guard Chris Mullin.
Yo, come on, man. Come on.
He ate him up.
Come on, get out of here.
Tim Hardaway was one of the baddest out there.
Wait. Chris Mullin.
I don't know how.
LeBron James.
I don't know how we get on LeBron every week.
He just dominated LeBron James. Chris Mullin was from the Big East.
Let me ask you this: what about Mark Jackson?
Mark, you know what?
He was a good player.
Mark was good, but I would have put him top 10.
Yeah. I mean, I think you can't put him in top 10 point guards. You know, from what I see,
Mark was a playmaker though.
Yeah, he was
controlled
solid.
the team, ran the team. You know,
Hey, I'll tell you who was the top guard, one of the top guards, but not in the NBA, but in China. What's your boy name?
Steph
Marbury. I don't know why he couldn't get it together in the United States.
Just one of those things.
But one of those things in China, he was like incredible. He played till like last week.
That's like a lot of New York guards. You look at what about Rod Strickland?
Yeah.
Rod Strickland was solid. You know what I mean?
I was dominating in China. I scored 30 points in China.
Yeah. So I mean, it was a lot of great point guards, but I mean,
no, you won't.
I don't see number 3, and I don't see Nash being as high as they are, and definitely higher than Tiny Nate Archibald.
So what are they judging about? I mean, how do you put John Stockton over Isaiah Thomas? How do you put John Stockton above? Yeah, it's just all politics.
Joe already said
and one of those MVP trophies that Steve Nash got, they could have gave to Shaq.
Right.
Shaq had a better season than him, the whole 9, but they didn't give it to him.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's a lot of things that play into it.
Yeah, so look, we're going to switch gears a little bit. We're going to jump over there and talk about the NFL, man. What's going on in the NFL? I know it's not NFL season, but I do want to talk. I want to talk a little bit about that Chicago Bears pick, man. The number 2 pick.
Based on the draft, post-draft, who you got coming out of each division?
Yeah, well, I think. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, and in the NFC North, right?
Yeah, North.
You know, I got Detroit Lions.
Detroit Lions. Top line.
I got the Lions winning that division. In fact, I got them winning the easy, man. I think Green Bay will be a little overrated. I think Chicago have nothing. They're gonna win that division. They're gonna win in 12. I think we win 12 games this year.
But didn't you say Michigan won the national championship?
I was close though. They cheated on that Ohio State game, but I was close.
You going for 12 games this year?
12 wins. 12 wins.
Okay.
Get it clear. 12 wins, guys. 12 wins. We're gonna win that.
That's a nice dream.
I was just telling somebody today, I really like I've never been in the last 5 years excited about an upcoming Eagles season, and I really am excited about this upcoming. I really am.
You should not be.
I really am. I think
y'all should get about 7 wins this year.
Man, definitely. I really think it's going to be a solid year.
You get 7 wins this year. Ran until y'all 6 wins last year, right?
One up at home and one up in Texas. You figure it out.
I know we make the playoffs this year.
You better beat Houston.
You think Eagles make the playoffs this year?
Eagles make the playoffs.
I think the Giants look tough.
That's right.
The Giants look tough in that division.
I still think
the Eagles ain't got a chance to make the playoffs.
I think Eli has nothing left. I really don't.
Yeah, he's done. Eli, I agree.
And they rely on the whole season on Eli. And I still believe Washington is not even. I think Washington is pissed that they allowed Kirk Cousins to hold them hostage the way he's done. And I don't think that team is going to come together and mesh well for them to win the way they should.
They're going to be all right.
Yeah, that's what I believe. Just all right.
Be all right.
Yeah, I don't think.
Washington be all right.
Yeah.
Eagles be slightly less than all right.
Eagles be all right.
Yeah.
Slightly less than all right.
And Dallas would just
be on Dallas.
Dallas will be hanging in.
It's all Dallas. Dallas should win 12 games this year.
No, I think they figured Dak Prescott out.
Okay, we take 11, 11-5.
I think they're gonna overload Ezekiel Elliott this year. He's gonna be overloaded. So, and I think the NFL is good at figuring quarterbacks out in their second season.
Second year,
so I like to see the first 5 games how Dak responds, and then the first 5 games for Dallas is going to tell the story. I mean,
how about the Raiders, man? How about the Raiders?
Well, they might be playing back where they was playing unless they get the lease approved. The NFL is already coming down on them, saying they haven't even seen a lease yet.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to be in turmoil until they get the stadium situation figured out.
Yeah, it seems like the NFL always coming down on the Raiders, man. I don't know if it's just me or
it's always been that Hayes and Al Davis.
I don't know.
The Raiders going to be a good team.
Yeah, the
They're
Raiders
going to be a solid team.
The Raiders you got to worry about.
I think they'll come out the AFC West.
Yeah. So they talking about that. They saying the Giants is actually rated higher than the Cowboys this year. So we'll see what happens this year. They feel like everybody's talking about the Giants this year. They talking about the Packers, Kansas City Chiefs. They talking about them real heavy this year.
Well, Kansas City still got Andy Reid.
Andy Reid. Well, you know
he figures a way out to lose.
The results of that. And then how about Seattle? You think we good on Seattle? I don't know how they feel about it.
They won't make the play.
I tell you, a sleeper team.
Go ahead.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Gotta watch out for this team this year. I think you gotta watch out.
But does the Panthers bounce back this year?
I think so.
No.
I think so. You think they lost too much?
I think they done figured them out. I think they done figured out Cam. And, you know, they got to come up with a better game plan than just him sitting back running. And they got to figure out a better game plan. They got to get a quarter. I mean, they got to get a running back. They got to get some balance. They got nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything is predicated on what he does. And I think that's going to be, and I don't know how this team went from Super Bowl to where they are that fast. That's amazing.
Well, let me tell you who's going to be in the Super Bowl.
Go ahead.
Cut to the great
Come on, cut.
It's Oakland Raiders versus the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys win by 17 in the Super Bowl. That's right, you heard from the Rev. It's the Rev bring you the truth.
Oh,
Dallas
you brought us
Cowboys
the truth last year, and they ran into a team called Green Bay Packers. I like the Packers this year.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
They always solid.
Yeah, so the Packers is just one of those teams that you always got to worry about it. You know, the quarterback that they got over there. I mean, listen, I hate to say it, Aaron Rodgers is a machine. He's an animal. He's a competitor. And but again, you know, I just think Detroit's got more. I think they got better this year. They built on that offensive line. They got a solid running team this year. I think Detroit Lions is just a better overall team this year. I think they make some noise in the NFC North.
Well, until they get past the Packers, they can't.
They will.
That's
I
the
think
issue.
they get past this
That
year.
is the issue.
They ain't get past
I think they will this year.
And I always believe that Detroit always loads up just for that level to get past the Packers, and they never get over that hump. I mean, but New England, what do you think about New England?
Same thing, they got better. I mean, how can a team don't have a draft pick and get better? They didn't even draft anybody and got better. I mean, that's incredible. I mean, when you just think about the whole concept, they're just the machines. You know, everything that Bill Belichick does, everything that they do over there is just smarter than everybody else. They're always 1, 2, or 3 steps ahead. Rev said it last week. They're always 3 steps ahead of everybody else in the league. Nobody else can seem to catch up.
They make adjustments every single week. Other teams don't do that.
Other teams continue to try to play their style and say, let's just get better at what we're trying to do, even if it's not working.
The Patriots will come out and throw 30 times straight, run 30 times straight. You never know what they're going to do. They make adjustments every week.
Let me ask you a question, man. Just getting away from that, because we all know what football is all about. Why doesn't Kaepernick have a job?
Oh, good enough to have a job.
Yeah, but
Gabriel has a job.
Cap doesn't have a job. Cap doesn't have a job simply because he brought off the field issues into the NFL. And you know what the NFL said? We ain't gonna do it. You're not bigger than the game. We're not gonna allow you to bring that into the game. We're just gonna keep our sport the way we want to keep it, and we don't want to bring that extra added outside stuff in. That's it, man. I hear perspectives from all over the field. I hear two perspectives of it, but the truth is they don't want to deal with that level of social issues. That's not the truth.
Yeah, we know that's not the truth.
That's not the truth. Based on the quarterbacks that's in the league currently, I can name
10 times
3
better.
or 4 quarterbacks.
He's been to a Super Bowl with the team. Come on, you've got guys that's in the NFL that's been in there 7, 8 years, never been to a playoff, and they're still in the NFL.
So tell me,
you got convicted rapists.
Tell me the best corner in the last 8 years.
Quarterback, corner.
Last 8 years, tell me the best corner in the NFL last 8 years.
You tell me. So go ahead. You say you
tell me who the best corner in the last 8 years. Who you think the best corner is?
I like Richard Sherman. I think he's a beast.
Okay, well.
I'm with Sherman too. That's the only name I can come up with.
Yeah. Well, no. You don't like him?
I mean, he's better than Reeves?
Well, I think he was last
Reeves
year.
he play a lot.
Last couple years he been better.
My question is, Reeves doesn't have a job.
Well, Reeves
is it because he has all
he's ready to go. No, he's ready to go. How old
he was ready to done. Yeah, he was done.
Retired.
Yeah, they say he's one of the smartest guys in the league. He done spun. He kept all his money.
He got burnt last year.
Yeah,
he was getting burnt all year last year. So he's done. He's done. He reached his peak.
But not Captain. He ain't reached his peak.
I don't think so.
He looked like a bum last year. You know that?
Yeah, I know what it is. We know what it is.
Yeah, I just asked the question. I'm just throwing it out there.
Listen, I don't know. Listen, everybody got their own opinion, but the bottom line is,
I don't think
I just asked the question.
I know a lot of teams that can use him.
Like who?
Well, let's see. Chicago Bears. You know?
Lord.
I mean, I don't know. A couple other teams.
That quarterback go every year. He never make it past the playoffs.
We're gonna find out what Trubisky can do.
So who you like tonight, Big Mike? We ain't gonna let you off the hook before you go. Who you like tonight? Boston, or the Wizards?
I'm going with the Wizards.
Okay.
Y'all think Wizards gonna win this, huh? But then, okay, if you say that, can the Wizards fare into that series with LeBron James and Cleveland Cavaliers?
I think so.
Can the Wizards compete in that series?
I think they got better guard play. I just think they give. I think they give a better fight than Boston.
Yeah, I think
Cleveland got better players.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just think they give a better fight. I think Cleveland's still winning 4, but I think they're making it a little bit more competitive than Boston. They got big men.
Well, I tell you what, why don't you let them know in the moment of truth? We're going to be right back with the moment of truth brought to you by Sports Fanz!
Sports fans, what's up? I told you I was coming down to Delaware Cadillac. This building's been here 100 years. That's incredible. I'm down here with my main man, John Danzy. John Danzy, what's up?
Dorian, how are you, buddy?
I'm excited, man. I'm glad to be here. Listen, now I talk about Cadillac all the time on Sports Fans.
Right.
And I talk about this place being here 100 years. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. Delaware Cadillac has been here since 1916.
Wow.
And actually, up until 1966 was the sole distributorship for the Delmarva Peninsula.
Wow.
Until in 1982, the current ownership took over, and now it's known as Delaware Cadillac.
Man, that's incredible. Let me ask you a question. Now, when I think about Cadillac, I think about luxury. What are some of the things people can expect when they walk into a Delaware Cadillac showroom?
Well, look at the showroom. When you come into our showroom, it's beautiful.
Absolutely.
We have the brand new XT5 here, which replaced the 2016 SRX. We have Escalades, and the all-new CT6 sedan. You want luxury? That car epitomizes luxury.
Now listen, the Rev's always on the show, and he's always talking about how cool Cadillac is, and he's talking about when he brings his car to service. What can they expect when they come down to service?
Oh, service is our middle name. You come in for service, you're going to get a loaner car out of our service department. And it's not a loaner car like they do at Enterprise or Avis. You're going to get a Cadillac.
Wow.
You come in an Escalade, you're leaving in an Escalade.
Love it. Listen, let me ask you another deal. Now, of course, thinking about Cadillac, we're thinking about expensive, right? We're thinking about expensive taste when you're looking at a Cadillac. What kind of deals can somebody expect?
Lease deals. Lease deals is where the deals are at. We can lease an all-new 2017 Cadillac Escalade for $799 a month for 36 months.
That's awesome, man. So come on down and see my main man, John Danzy. John Danzy, what's the address?
1606 Pennsylvania Avenue, right off I-95, exit 7.
Exceptional service, first time, every time at Delaware Cadillac. Come see us.
It's your boy, the Rev. I'm here at Delaware Cadillac. Listen, I'm here to bring you the truth. Delaware Cadillac is the truth. Come on down. Come see us.
That's what I'm talking about. Come see John Danzy and the rest of the salespeople here at Delaware Cadillac. Sports fans!
Game Changers, located on Route 40 in Newark in Elizabeth Plaza, is one of the only crab houses in the area. Now with a brand new patio for outside dining for many seafood dishes, featuring the best crab cakes in town, to shrimp, clams, oysters, crabs, you name it. Happy hours from 11 to 6 with a $5 menu. And you can get $1 colossal shrimp, $1 fried oysters, and all-you-can-eat crabs all day, every day. Plus, Bud and Corona Lake draft specials all day long. Game Changers, come down and see us.
Hi, and welcome to Chevrolet of Dover. This is Matt Kersey here with me. I'm telling you, I'm excited to be down here because you guys got a lot of good deals going on. But one of the deals that you've got, we're standing in front of right here, a brand new Chevy pickup truck.
Yes, she is. This is a 2016 3/4-ton diesel crew cab that we actually built here and customized ourselves. There is nobody in the state of Delaware who does what we're doing. This truck here has got a 7.5-inch lift, custom wheels, rubber, fender flares, side steps, some small modifications also to the motor, but it's the only place you can get it. The modifications that we have made to the motor do not void out the warranty, so everything's good here at any Chevy service center in the country.
Peace of mind, folks. I'm telling you, it doesn't get any better than this.
You also got to look what's in the front of it. We got a hammerhead front and rear bumpers, but each truck I do something unique to it. And in this truck, we did add in a train horn. So if I get up behind you on your Toyota, you're going to know me real quick.
You're talking thousands and thousands of dollars if you took it out, brought it brand new, plus wait time and all that to get it right. You guys are doing it, and you work with people to do it their way, the way they want it.
That's correct. When someone does purchase a vehicle, or if it's someone who comes into our service department, one, we'll give them courtesy transportation while we do the work.
If you guys have anything brand new Chevrolet, I want people to know, and plus the pre-owned market as well right here, and a lot of things. You work with military personnel quite a bit.
We do a ton. Due to my 26 years of service and being next to Dover Air Force Base, I understand all of their concerns, whether it's the member that's in the military and who's being deployed, or if it's the personnel that are staying home. We do everything we can for them. I want to give a discount to everybody that's possible. In our service department, which we're standing in, 15% off of parts and labor on anything they do. All they have to do is just show their ID.
This is Matt Kersey. He can have any question that you want answered right here. Matt will be the man who'll take care of you. Matt, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
It's the Rev. I'm here to bring you the truth. Guess what? We was talking about who's the best players in the NBA history. I want to tell you the best players all-time NBA history, and this is the top 5. No question about it. You're going to get the truth from Rev. Number 1. We ain't got to talk about number 1. We know who he is. So we're going to go to number 2. Number 2, Wilt. That's right. Wilt was the second best player all-time NBA history. Number 3. Larry Bird. Larry Bird was a winner. I mean, just a winner. When you not only did he play basketball, but he just brought that you knew they was going to win. Boston was a team you knew they was going to pull out championships. The Magic was number 4. Number 4, Magic Johnson, best player all time. Number 5. Who's number 5? You got to go with Doc. I still see Doc with his afro flowing around Philly, ducking on people. Doc, 5th best player ever. Now, who was number 1, you say? Rev, you didn't tell us number 1. You know who it is. Michael Jordan, the best player all time. You say, well, Rev, tell me, where's LeBron James at in this all-time list? People are always talking about LeBron James this, LeBron James that. I'll tell you where LeBron James is all-time list. Number 60. Maybe 61. It's the Rev, and I'm here to bring you the truth.
I always got to give it up when Rev does it. You know, it's the truth. He brings the truth like nobody else brings. Well, it's the truth within his mind, I guess.
Don't fans on Facebook.
He coming back.
Don't fans on Facebook. Rev, I want to know, where do you put Bill Russell?
Bill Russell, top 15, top 20.
What? Top 15? Top 15. Facebook fans, did you hear that?
Top 15, top 20.
That's the Rev. That's not sports fans.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Top 15.
NBA low.
Top 15.
Well, let me ask you a question. If Wilt Chamberlain and Michael Jordan were playing at the same time, you think that Michael Jordan would have beat Wilt Chamberlain?
Michael Jordan would have beat Wilt Chamberlain.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think Mike would have beat everybody.
Yeah.
I think Mike did something to the game that changed the entire game.
Yeah, he transcended.
See, what people don't understand about Mike is not just his basketball talent. He had desire to be the best.
Right.
Every year, Mike worked on his game. Every year, Mike improved his game. Every single season, because he wanted to be the best. He was an assassin. He was a killer. He would not have let anyone beat him. He was the best all time. He's still been the best all time playing against anybody.
Now, when he came into the league, he wasn't a starter at the beginning, was he? Did he come in as a starter?
He was a star. Yeah, he was a star.
But he didn't really start shining until a few years after he was in the league.
Each year, he got better and better.
Right. Well, so that just shows you how much he worked on his game. Another one you mentioned that was in that top 5, I know that did that year after year, was Larry Bird.
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird was another winner.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, somebody just shouted it out there in the crowd. I think Kobe Bryant brung that same level of desire, brung that same level of hunger. One of the greatest players of my generation, Kobe Bryant was. I think you got to put him up there in the top 10. I think if you think about the NBA in a whole, I think if you go back to that, I think you can find the top 5 NBA players of all time. If you go back to the Dream Team, the U.S. Olympic Dream Team was probably on that team. I think you can find Charles Barkley in there. You can throw him around a little bit. I think you can throw who all those guys are. Tim Duncan. You got to throw him in there.
Tim Duncan got to be somewhere.
Top 7.
Tim Duncan got to be somewhere. I mean, he has to be somewhere.
And one thing to the Reds point, because I was just talking about this to some gentlemen today. The reason that Doc is my all-time favorite, and people don't remember this, Doc carried the NBA, not just the Sixers.
Doc carried the NBA.
Not just the Sixers. He carried the NBA. When they made their schedule, other teams used to fight the NBA so that Doc can come to their city just so they can get the fans in the stands and make money. That's how big a Doc was to the NBA. Way before TV, because you got to remember, the games were televised days later.
Yes.
They weren't live.
Later on that night.
Yeah.
Late night.
Yeah, I remember me and my brother being in the suite and seeing the games a week later.
I want to throw one more out there because I didn't hear you mention him. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh,
Kareem.
That's a good name.
So I don't know if we say these are the greatest players, but if we say who made the biggest impact on the game. See, that's a different thing. Doc made a big impact on the game. Magic Johnson, Larry Bird made a big impact on the game. Right? Kobe Bryant made a big impact. And listen, LeBron James, huge impact on the game. So
y'all need to stop that nonsense.
Who is
Y'all
the
need to
best
stop that
player,
nonsense.
or who makes the biggest impact in the NBA? Is that
LeBron does not make an impact in
George
the NBA.
Mikan was an impact on the game.
George Mikan was the man.
Pistol Pete Maravich was an impact on the game. We never seen nothing like Pistol Pete Maravich in our lifetime. So you have some players that did revolutionize and did
change the game.
And Shaq.
Well, we talk about it. We talk about it at show after show how the NBA's gone the other way over the last few years. Do they need a player to come along to bring that back, or is that the player LeBron James?
Well, yeah, I think that eventually, and maybe we don't appreciate it now, and maybe not all appreciate the talent level of LeBron James. I know we see LeBron, and it is a lot of hype surrounding LeBron James, but the guy's incredible. I mean, the guy's just game after game after game, and the Rev looking at me because the Rev don't believe it, but that's okay.
But he's still young too.
Yeah, he's a LeBron James hater. But we've seen what LeBron James haters look like.
LeBron James is top 60 at best. He's an average superstar.
And this is the reason why we can't get any credibility on this show. When you talk about LeBron James being in top 60, he must be watching his TV with the cable off. Let me explain it to you. LeBron James is an incredible player. He's an incredible athlete, and we all know that. And he's transcending.
And the reason why I'm gonna say the reason why people think they know that is because other people tell you that. But the eye test proves who's the best players of all time. LeBron James is not. LeBron James plays and he goes to teams with superstars because he's really not a superstar.
But to your point also, Dorian, is when we talk about guys that revolutionized the game or did something impactful to the game, you got to put Russell Westbrook in there. We've never seen nobody like a Russell Westbrook at his size doing what he's doing at the level. And when you talk about that word that we like to use in football and all that, that motor, man, that boy must got 100,000 ever-readies in his body because he does not stop.
He's the best player in the league right now.
Oh, I wouldn't argue with it. That Russell Westbrook
got an argument. I still think LeBron James is overall the best player. I think you put LeBron James on any team, that team's relevant.
Oh, of course.
On any team, that team's going to the.
Oh, yeah, that's not even a question. The question is he an all-time great? The answer is no. Or the answer is he's all-time 60.
So I would say that if you would say that LeBron James,
he'll go down as one of the top 5 all-time.
I would say that if you say he's not a great player, or all-time great player, or if you say he's 60, then there is not another player that's better in the NBA right now currently. So there's no top 50 players in the NBA ever.
I'm gonna give you
no top 40 players in the NBA ever.
None.
If you have
I'm gonna give you a point.
None.
Kenny Smith, who I respect and I respect tremendously as a commentator as I did as a player. Kenny, he said one thing that really kind of stuck to me. He said we always thought we'd never see another Doc, and then showed up Michael Jordan. He said we always thought we'd never see another Kareem, but then we seen a Shaquille O'Neal. He said we'll never see. Who we gonna see like LeBron James?
You just threw another name out there.
Who we gonna see like LeBron James? That's 6 foot.
Hopefully we don't see nobody.
Could shoot, could dribble.
Hopefully we don't see nobody that overrated ever again.
LeBron is
overrated.
LeBron to me is like Magic Johnson with athletic ability, and that's what I get from LeBron.
Wait, hold on.
I think he
Did you
dunked the ball.
compare LeBron James to Magic Johnson?
Absolutely. I think he has the passing IQ. I think he can run the team, run an offense. He can play any position. He can guard any position, and he makes players better. It's right there, sportsman fans.
So what you're saying is, okay.
Right there,
So what you're saying is, LeBron James makes players better.
Absolutely.
Okay. So did he make Bosh better?
He won him a championship. Bosh didn't win one in Toronto.
He made Bosh better?
Bosh didn't win one in
Bosh
Toronto.
did nothing in Toronto.
He
You know
made
it.
Love better.
He didn't win one in Minnesota.
Love better?
Love didn't win one in Minnesota.
Where's Bosh this year? Where's Bosh this year?
He ain't winning the championships this year.
Yeah, where's Bosh? Yeah, where's Wade this year?
Urban, that's why I don't understand the concept that you
next
can't
week
win
we're gonna
better.
have
You know what I mean? I don't
drug
understand.
testing for sports fans. But you know, he made Bosh better. Bosh was an all-star year after year before LeBron James came on his team.
But one thing I can say, and
Love was an all-star before he came on LeBron James' team.
He was an all-star. Individually, he was an all-star, but collectively, they won a championship.
Right.
Yeah, well,
It's
that's
almost
what
like
it takes.
if
It
you look
takes
at-
all-stars.
If you look at Boston Celtics, Paul Pierce was there. Kevin Garnett was great with Minnesota, but Paul Pierce made Garnett better. And that's coming out of Garnett's mouth. And he said until he got
LeBron James.
because that's going to show you that he made those guys better. Chris Bosh, everybody knew he was solid, averaged 25 a game for the Raptors, but they never went nowhere. Always got beat out in the first round, even if they made the playoffs in the first round.
well,
so now they go in his first 2 years,
Y'all
he wins
seem
the
to miss what I'm
championship.
saying.
Go ahead.
LeBron James made Bosh a worse player on the basketball court. Not what his team did. That's his team. As a player, LeBron James made him worse. He went from 25 points, all-star player year after year, to a player who came off the bench.
To a team that did nothing.
Same thing with Love.
To a team that went nowhere.
I understand what you're saying about team. I understand. I understand what you're saying about team. But we're not talking about team. We said, does he make the players better?
Yes.
Hold on, listen what you just said.
Absolutely.
Hold on, listen to your point. You talk about Kevin Love and Chris Bosh, 2 good players. Let's take that, 2 all-star players. Go what you're saying. But both of them had to sacrifice their game, as did all of them, to realize to win. It wasn't that he made them better. It wasn't that he took away from them. He made them understand. Hold on. Let me finish. He made them understand, in order for y'all to get to where I want y'all to go, I need y'all to do this. And guess what? He sacrificed his game as well.
So let me get your definition right. So they had to sacrifice their game to play with LeBron James.
And vice versa.
Okay, but
that's how he made them better.
But your definition.
That's a leader.
Okay, but
that's a leader.
Can't win a championship without sacrifice, kids.
That's a leader.
Your definition is they had to sacrifice their game to play with LeBron James.
That's correct.
No, to win.
Let's get away from LeBron James for a minute, because when you were talking and everything, you threw a name out there that we didn't even talk about in the top 10.
Next week.
Shaquille O'Neal. I mean,
impactful.
Listen, next week we'll have drug tests for everybody.
I can't see the
You
clock.
can't sacrifice your game and your game gets
Tell her
better.
hold it
You
still.
sacrifice
Tell
your
her hold
game
it
because you
still.
had to put your game down a level.
Hold the clock.
You must go bring the cups too.
Hell no.
All right, it's time for us to wrap it up for the Rev. For the stat man himself, Dorian Bell, formerly of the Harlem Globetrotters. Want to thank Mike coming up from the Harlem Globetrotters, off tour right now. Appreciate you coming up. Yeah, until next week for more
Sportsman.
Let's go back to the definition again.
Does it feel like this guy did your taxes? Does it seem like they're just monkeying around? Do you feel overcharged? Stop visiting franchise tax companies. At Grand Tax, for only $99, a certified tax professional with over 15 years experience will prepare your individual or business tax return. We are dedicated to finding each deduction and credit you're entitled to. You earned it, you keep it. We'll even review your prior returns for free. Grand Tax. Call to make your appointment today.
Blue Rocks Baseball is your ticket for fun, affordable family entertainment. Come enjoy the fun-filled atmosphere for the entire family. There's great food, fireworks, giveaways, and of course, Rocky Bluewinkle and Mr. Celery, and much, much more. So don't strike out with your family. To catch one of those exciting games, call 888-BLUE or log on to www.bluerocks.com. Help cheer your Blue Rocks on to another championship.
Bully Rock, the legendary Pete Dye course, is open for the season. Come play one of the top tracks in the nation, just off I-95, centrally located between Wilmington and Baltimore and Havre de Grace, Maryland. The best has gotten even better with its expanded clubhouse and putting greens to the 5-star restaurants and banquet facilities. There isn't a better place to hold your corporate event or private party. The course has never been in better shape or more challenging, so call 410-939-8887 today for the experience of a lifetime.